value from, and that is very different from your typical currency or commodity?
Well, let's go and talk about what they actually do. What does the blockchain do? It verifies information. In the case of Bitcoin, it is verifying a transaction. In the case of Ethereum, it's verifying a smart contract. Like if you have a contract with a sporting bet, Yankees versus Red Sox, and it will determine whether the counterparty has the wherewithal to make that payment. That's a very different proposition than what Bitcoin is. And we think about why Bitcoin sold off, over the course of the last month, it's because it ran into legal problems, whether if it was, the problem with the Colonial Pipeline ransom, problems with ESG issues with the statement coming out of Tesla, and then also the crackdown with China. And when you think about Ethereum and Ether, it doesn't face those kind of problems because it's more of a smart contract. As a result, we look at investment flows. They're chasing that type of crypto. I don't like to use cryptocurrency, that kind of crypto asset.
And so, Jeff, when you have that sort of thought process behind you and you do look at that recent volatility of Bitcoin, does it help you try and work out whether it's due a bounce or a further fall from here whilst we're in the sort of midst of this range of the last 12 months?
Well, if you think about where they ultimately drive their value, they drive the value from the network and the information that network creates. So if you're thinking about what the long-term value of one of these networks is, it's just how much demand flows through the network. And when you look at the demand going through Ether or Ethereum right now, because it does all of these other multitasking type of processes, we see a lot more volume flow that supports that kind of valuation. Now, when we think about Bitcoin, the argument people say, well, it doesn't have a lot of uses, but it'll be a store of value. Now, here's the point we like to say about a store of value, is they have to have a use. Think about gold. It is jewelry. Think about artwork. It hangs on your wall. Or think about wine. It can be drank. So when we think about all these other stores of value, they have that other use, which creates the value. And with Bitcoin, it needs to be used as a payment system to be able to create that value.